Tim Burchett grills the Secretary of the Department of Energy about UFOs, and so does Anna Polina Luna. So let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay, of course, the Department of Energy is hip deep in UFOs. Jacques Vallée himself has said that the key to getting access to the UFO control group is through the atomic secrets, you have to be read into the atomic secrets, the nuclear secrets, which of course is, through the Department of Energy, in order to get access to the UFO control group, right? So, so that's what Jacques had to say. It's all about the Department of Energy. They're a huge factor in this. I don't want to say all about it, but they are certainly seem to be a key player in the UFO control group and in governing access to this information. And then, of course, there's Jonathan Wygant, who in the 90s in Peru, when he and his team came across a crashed or shot down UFO in Peru. They thought they were going to secure the crash site of a plane. Turned out to be a UFO. Apparently that wasn't kosher because the UFO control group goons showed up and arrested him and took him back to their hub, and they threatened his life. And he says that those goons were indeed Department of Energy goons.
Well, the creatures, I think, were calling me to help them. Everything was going to be all right. Then I was so mesmerized and into it, and Sergeant Allen and Atkins, they're hollering, they're cussing at me, get the hell out of there.
Why?
Well, I think I think that they were scared, and they didn't want me to get hurt. I don't know. They were real pissed off at me after subsequently, but basically what happened was after we climbed back up, I think the DOE, Department of Energy people were there. They knew about it, and I don't know why we went there still to this day. But anyway, I was arrested. I had all my gear taken from me by men in black camis, had no name tags. They were older men, probably in their late 30s or 40s. How long was I at the site? Probably about 15, 20 minutes. We were the first people on the position, yeah.
Okay, so now that we've established that the Department of Energy is likely a key player in the UFO control group and in getting access to this information, let's have some fun. Let's be amused by what the Secretary of the Department of Energy had to tell Tim and Anna. Her name is Jennifer Granholm, and Tim is asking her about all of this. Let's give a listen.
Responsibility of the Federal Protective Services within the Nuclear Security Administration.
Are you talking about transporting fuels?
No, ma'am. I want you to speak. I was going to follow up with the numerous reports by the Federal Protective Services officers describing suspicious occurrences of UAPs over nuclear facilities.
Oh. Let me just say, the Defense Department has said there is no evidence of UFOs, et cetera, or aliens in the United States. However, at those sites, there may be drones that may be nefarious. And so we are definitely looking at that and making sure that our national security sites are protected. We have a whole program related to countering drones that may be coming from
Well,
areas.
this isn't about drones, and this is prior to drones even. What protocols does the Department of Energy have for reporting and responding to any UAP sightings near nuclear infrastructure? And people joke about this, but I get a lot of questions about this concerning this and about this hearing today from my constituents, so I would appreciate you answering that if there are any protocols.
Well, certainly there are protocols whenever we see anything unusual around our nuclear sites or our national security sites writ large.
Okay, yeah, there you go. They got protocols, guys. We got protocols, y'all. I was trying to laugh during that, but it was a sad laugh. It was a sad laugh, guys. She actually expects us to believe this stuff, right? Well, the government says there's no UFOs. I guess there's no UFOs. I don't know what you're talking about, Tim. Stop smoking the funny weed, right? So, all right. So that's what she had to tell Tim. She also talks to Anna Polina Luna. But first, let's get Tim's thoughts on what went down.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett, just leaving oversight. Several questions, Secretary Granholm, and she was clueless. I asked her about some recent UAP sightings and UFO situations that had been documented, and she kind of smirked and said something a little smart, I thought. And then I asked her about our use of energy over at our military bases using Russian energy, and we just got finished having a meeting with an admiral who said they do it, and she just laughed and said, oh, I don't know anything about that. And then I asked her about the small nuclear reactors, which are a huge deal. And then she told me, maybe the biggest whopper, she said, the government's not standing in the way of rolling those out. And of course, who regulates them but the federal government? She's very arrogant. She condescending to the point, I think, but she was clueless, which is even worse. She wouldn't even come before the committee until we threatened a subpoena. Just the arrogance of these folks is just unbelievable. Nope.
Okay, well, that's why subpoena power is so important, and that's why if there ever is a UFO or U.A.P. subcommittee or select committee, they definitely need subpoena power so they can compel hostile witnesses like that to testify. Of course, as we've just seen, just because you can subpoena somebody or threaten somebody with a subpoena doesn't mean you're going to get any real information out of them. Of course, it doesn't mean that she's lying. It totally doesn't. I mean, maybe she believes what she's saying. Maybe she's just not into UFOs. She hasn't been read into the program. She's just doing her job, just doing her shift. Nothing to see here, folks. And she's not aware of anything to see. Totally possible. Totally possible. Do I believe that? Not really. Let me know if you think that the Secretary of the Department of Energy would necessarily be read into the UFO program. I don't know. I don't think that everybody in the Department of Energy is aware of this. I really don't. But I do think that the heads of the department surely do know about it. But that's just where I go. That's just where I go. Let me know what you think. Let me know where your mind goes on that. And let's see if I can get Anna Polina Luna, who had about similar success with the secretary.
Secretary Granholm, earlier when Representative Burchett asked you about some UAP stuff, you said that the DoD essentially had denied any existence of that, and you referred to them as drones, correct?
It's my understanding that the Department of Defense has looked at this and issued a report about it.
I have a lot of questions, so just quick and concise if possible. There have been persistent claims and reports, including those from credible whistleblowers to this committee, suggesting that the U.S. government, potentially including the Department of Energy, has been involved in reverse engineering technologies recovered from UAP. For example, the Pentagon's proposed Kona Blue program aimed at reverse engineering such technologies, although it was ultimately not established. Can you clarify whether the Department of Energy has been involved in any such efforts, either historically or currently, to analyze reverse engineering materials from related to UAPs?
I have no knowledge of that.
Okay, there are several reports indicated frequent drone incursions over DOE nuclear facilities, including an incident on April 1st, 2021 at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, also known as LLNL. Can you detail the DOE's current security measures to prevent unauthorized drone activities or UAPs, and what steps are being taken to enhance these measures of frequencies of incidences?
Yeah, we have a whole counter drone effort to make sure that all of our national security sites and our labs are protected from incursions from drones, I'll just say, that are not authorized. So there's a whole series of protocols, probably not ripe for discussion in this public setting.
Correct. So I reviewed some unclassified materials.
Okay, so I'm not going to play the whole thing for you, but there you go. She's just going to deny everything. She does say something interesting there, and that's something we've heard about before, is that the military, the government, they have countermeasures for drones. She says they've got countermeasures for drones. They've got a program. They know how to deal with the drones. So I would have hoped that the follow-up question to that would be, then why the heck are there still drones, or whatever they are, buzzing these installations? So, what is the answer on that? Obviously, the answer is they're not drones, or at least not from Russia or China, right? Maybe a little further away, guys. Maybe a little further away. I don't know, but this is about what I would expect from the Secretary of the Department of Energy. Again, the Department of Energy may very well be the entryway to the UFO control group. they are going to be as tight-lipped and as disinformation heavy as it is possible to be. They are in. They are a big player in all of this. I would fully expect the secretary to be in on at least some of that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a secret cabal that she is not part of, but I don't think so. The UFO control group is big. It's huge. It's the shadow government, the breakaway civilization. It's not just a few, a small number of key people in key places. It's big. From my own research and from what many others have said, from their own research and even people coming forward. So that's where I'm at on that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that the secretary is read into the UFO program? What is the deal with the drones? Are they ever going to be able to address that or get anybody in a position to know to address that? I think that it's actually a really good thing that we're having the drone thing, right? And what I mean by that is that it's just mainstream enough. It's just nuts and boltsy enough to get people's attention without necessarily going alien, right? It's undeniable that these objects are there, and you can call them what you want. But we do have countermeasures against drones. These things still keep showing up. So, yeah. So obviously, what are they? Why don't the countermeasures work on what these objects are? But I think this is a good mainstream-ish way to get people talking about UFOs and to get people in the government to do something about it, to acknowledge the existence of this phenomenon, and that they are not responding to countermeasures the way drones would, and that they have anomalous characteristics. So I think this is a great way to start a conversation with more mainstream people in Congress and in the government at large. So in a way, I think it's a good thing. In a way, I think it's a good thing. In a way, we've got objects that we don't know what their intentions are, buzzing our sensitive installations, and that's probably not great. That's probably not great, but that's just me, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the like button and the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, links below. Love to see you guys there. If you wanted to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member, because channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.